Hello YouTube, happy holidays. On this episode I'll be reviving an old wig I made a while ago. I decided to just pull it from my closet. I was feeling like I needed a new look, and we don't like to waste money, so why not fix what you already have. I made her on a dome cap and added a few clips. And the hair is just some wet and wavy, inexpensive human hair that I got from the beauty supply. Nothing special. And as you can see, she's matted all in the back, looking a little dry and brittle. You know, she needs some life brought back into her. And I'm here to do that, girl. Don't worry, I got you. I forgot to mention earlier that I'll be changing her curl pattern with perm rods, and you'll see that process later. So first I'm going to shampoo, condition, and detangle her. If this were virgin hair, I'd apply a generous amount of conditioner and comb her out before I shampoo her. But I don't feel like wasting any product, and I think she'll be okay. The brand of shampoo and conditioner I'll be using is Carol's Daughter. This is for dry, dull, and brittle hair. And any type of good moisturizing shampoo and conditioner will work, but this is the brand I'm using. I'm going to focus in for you guys so you can see. Carol's Daughter. It's sulfate free, black vanilla. Make sure you take your time with the detangling process, because you don't want to lose as much hair if you can avoid it. An easier way to detangle is to pull and separate. So just pull and separate the hair like this. Pull and separate and pull and move along as you go. See, I just work through that area. Pull and separate. So after you pulled and separated the matted areas, you're going to use a wide tooth comb to comb it out. And I've been doing that, so right now it's, you know, a lot better than before. This is still the shampoo in it, by the way. So it's about time for me to rinse and apply the conditioner. After I rinsed it out, I applied a generous amount of conditioner and brushed it with this brush here. And she has bounced back. This is the wet and wavy curl that how I purchased it. But I'm still going to change the curl with the perm rods, because like I said, I'm going for something different. Look, the matted area is all gone. She's looking brand new. So she's all washed and conditioned. Got some life brought back into her. This is what she looks like. Bouncy. The curl is still pretty, but it's kind of too flat for me, and I want more volume. So I'm going to recurl it with the perm rods, and I'm using the pink size here. And before I apply the rods, I'm going to apply some silicone mix to her hair. This product is really good for restoring hair and bringing it back to life. I highly recommend it. Silicone mix, guys. So these are the sections I'm using, and make sure you comb it out. And you want to curl in a direction in which you want the curl to go. So I want them, you know, it full, so I want it going towards my face. So on this side I curled in that direction, and this one is also going to be in that direction. And when I get over here, I'm going to go the opposite direction. So I start at the ends, wrap it around, and then you're gonna wrap on top of that one so the end will stay, and then gradually work your way to the top. And in order for it to stay, you want to make sure the band is on the outside of the hair, and just pop it in place. And there you go. It's kind of tedious, but you know, it's relaxing at the same time. So just continue until you're done. So this is what it looks like with all the rods added in. As you can see, I did run out of pink rods, so I started using the white. If this happens, you can always make the section bigger with the smaller rods, but I didn't feel a need to because I felt like it would add some dimension to the hair. And even on a natural head of hair, not all the, well, curly hair, not all the curls are the same. So in the back, when you're changing the direction of the curl, make sure you overlap them as you go up on each row. That way there's not a line of separation in the back and some curls are going that way and it's going that way. You want to overlap it as you go. That way it gives it more of a fuller look. So next I'm going to prepare me a pot of boiling water for the next step. As I waited for the water to boil, I did add rods to my leave out. I don't have too much leave out because I do want it to blend properly. I used some wrap foam mousse to put on my hair to roll the rods, and I started from the ends and I rolled in this direction so it would lay on top. For the braid pattern, I just braided 2 braids like this going all the way to the back for the clips, and then 3 big braids in the middle section of my head. So after the water started to boil, I turned off the stove and let it sit for a minute. So next I'm going to add some more of the silicone mix to the water. This will help to soften it up and so the product can penetrate more into the hair. I think that's about enough. Just gonna stir it a bit. Don't ask me why I'm using a plastic spoon. Probably because I don't want to dirty any dishes, but just stir it just like that. So now I'm going to put my wig into the pots with the rods facing down. Okay, maybe I should have got a bigger pot. I guess I'll just have to make it work. So I'm gonna start off on this side first and then I'm going to rotate. We have to find a way. So let it sit like this for a minute and then I'm going to rotate them with some thongs. Protect yourself, guys. So I should have thought about the pot size, but this is the biggest pot I have right now. So right now I'm just rotating. I'm kind of used to working with hot water, so it's not really bothering me that much. So I'm just rotating it in, letting it sit for a little bit. Make sure it gets hot. I mean, get that steam in there. So after that's done, you just let it sit. The best option would be to let it air dry. But I don't have the time right now, so I'm going to remove the rods. Some of the rods did come off because of the heat, so they kind of pop off on their own, and that does happen, but it's okay. And so I'm going to, well, try to let it sit for a second, but I really don't have time because I have to go to work. So I'm going to start taking them off and just let them air dry throughout the day, I guess. I really wish I had the time to let it air dry, but I don't. But I do work at a salon, so as soon as I get there, I'm going to sit under the dryer and let it fully dry before I add some mousse and separate the curls. But as you can see, compared to what it looked like wet before, it's a totally different curl and it's a lot fuller on the top. So I'm excited for this new look.